Welcome to another episode of Trends and Ideas. I'm your host, Isabel Sender, and our guest today is S&P Capital IQ equity analyst Johnson Imode, who joins us today from our London offices to discuss his outlook for iron ore and the companies mining it. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, Johnson.
No problem.
Well, certain commodities depend on emerging market demand, and iron ore is one of those. Would you say that's correct?
Yeah, I mean, that's certainly true. Iron ore is used to make steel, which is the key material we typically see in construction and infrastructure projects in the emerging markets. I think China is the biggest consumer of iron ore in the world, and last year accounted for 66% of global demand.
Well, we've read recently, though, China's economy has slowed, and it looks like it'll stay lower than previous years. Do you think that's negative for the iron ore miners that you cover?
Not at present. Our view on the iron ore market at the moment is that it's actually still pretty much balanced in terms of supply and demand. In terms of demand, the Chinese economy is still growing and steel production is at record levels, while supply for iron ore has actually only grown moderately this year. So overall, we actually expect iron ore prices in 2013 to remain at historically high levels.
So does S&P Capital IQ have a recommendation that fits this theme that you're talking to us about?
Yeah, Rio Tinto, we have a buy recommendation on Rio Tinto, which is the second largest producer of iron ore in the world. And last year, iron ore accounted for the bulk of the group's profits. We expect profits to grow this year, given the positive fundamentals we've mentioned for iron ore. And we also believe Rio benefits from its relatively close proximity to China, which lowers its freight costs. Our final point on Rio is that its valuation at 7 times, a PE of 7 times our 2013 EPS, is favourable relative to its peers.
Well, we appreciate you sharing your views with us, Johnson, and we encourage all of our subscribers to read more of his views on advisor.marketscope.com in a related Trends and Ideas article called Limited Sino Iron Ore Supply Bodes Well for Mining Duo. Till next time, thank you for watching or listening. I'm Isabel Sender for S&P Capital IQ.